Morning, guys. It's Marty, and got ourselves a little project here, a little repair. Customer came in yesterday. This motor, it's like an Italian S71 style, and it looks like they got a broken screw there. And I looked up the specs on it, and there you go, M5 by 0.8. So what I'm going to do here is try to repair this thing, and we're going to make a kind of a little jig or a drill guide so that we can secure the shaft and try to drill it out and tap it once again to get this back on the machine here Monday morning. Let's grab a piece of material. We're going to get this 1x1 piece of stainless, and we're going to counterbore. Grab my marker. What we're going to do is counterbore this to the same diameter as the shaft, which is 14 millimeter. And then we're going to put a drill guide that measures the size of the drill that you need to drill and tap that hole. We'll probably use a smaller drill first, just in case. Well, we'll see how it goes, but we'll try. I believe it's 4.2 millimeter. We'll probably make the hole 4 millimeter and then just drill it so that we get an alignment. And I might use a set screw. Might use a set screw here, or I could run a key down it and lock it up that way. So let's see how it goes. See what happens here. So my Bridgeport's a little tied up, so I'm going to just take some of the tools I got in my CNC and just manually pop out this whole counterbore with the pilot in the middle there, and just get this done here. So there we go. I'll spot it, drill it, and maybe tap it at the same time. I may not even need to tap it. I think as long as I make the pilot hole, the first counterbore pretty precise, I can just drill right through it and give me a pretty accurate center. Be back in a second. Went ahead and made a little program for it. I didn't feel like trying to feed 1 inch in stainless manually on a CNC. Usually you want to be able to feel the material and the pressure that's being exerted on the tool so that you know if it's going to snap in half or something. So yeah, see ya. All right, got the alignment tool done. It's got a 14 millimeter pocket there, approximately 400 thou deep, and it's got a pilot there of 4 millimeter. So basically it goes over this like that. And there's very little play. It's like it's sitting pretty well. And then I'll put a clamp here and a clamp here to get it so it doesn't spin on me. Then I'll get it in the drill press and drill down that hole. This should guide it so I can remove that broken screw. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I've decided to just use a pair of vice grips. So I put a little shim, little piece of metal here to protect it, and the vice grips will just keep it from spinning as I drill this thing, instead of using the clamps on the sides. This should be fine. All right, got it up on our drill press here. Gonna put a little bit of oil on there. We're gonna start drilling it. I threw a track key in there so it can't spin on me. I really gotta buy myself a camera stand, so here we go. Stand it up. Very, very light text. This should go down to, I'd say, about a 1/4 inch. So you take it off, move it, take off the jig, take off the jig, blow off the chips. And if you can see here, this thing does not want to focus. Anyway, at a certain point, these threads are starting to show up there. Alright, so I'm going to continue drilling. And at this point, I could probably not use the jig because I have a pretty good diameter going already. So the jig did its job. I'm just going to continue to drill this until I get through. And there's no rush. Just want to go slow here. Keep it centered. Honestly, I should have some sort of clamp in here, but I feel I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping this thing right in the middle here. Cool it down. Maybe add a little bit of oil. Not too much because we don't want to get anything on the motor. Remember, glasses, safety first, guys, so we don't want to see anybody lose fingers or eyes. Not sure how deep this goes. But typically they have a little bit of a, there it is. So there we go. That's an indicator that we're out. I'm going to blow this out. Okay, and there we go. Look at that. I won't even have to, well, I think I'll chase it, but it looks like all of that broken screw is out. All right? So that's one way to take these out. You know, people EDM them, but then you got to build a shroud because of all the oil and stuff like that. But I did a pretty dang good job. I'm impressed for a Saturday morning. All right, so here you go, guys. I might even just keep this around, label it for an M5, and I can start making different sizes here for different kinds of shafts that possibly I need to rework in the future. All right, focus. Doesn't focus except for, I don't know. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next repair or whatever else I do here. Bye-bye.